Hello everyone, this is Shokora Zouheikyoku aka chocomint, and welcome back to Let's Play of Teachers with Love and Passion. In the last playthrough, we have been starting to route out Mr. Hanson, and now we will continue to see what will happen next after these spicy little hints when we interacted with him earlier, to see if there are more of the softness that he shows us, or is it just more bitter and very rude things he has said to Hannah since she had been back to the school before she's have finished getting better. So not sure if he's kind of awkward with his word and he's worried that he said those things, kind of like a tsundere, or is it like something else? Well, let's continue. The bell rings, announcing the break time. All the kids push their books on the table, giving me no ears, and reminding me that my words have no meaning compared to the rods of running around the school. Smiling at the youth, I shake my head, putting my notes on the table. It's time for my break too. However, instead of leaving for a good meal, I'm leaving the classroom with a few books piled up in my arms. I shouldn't have gotten this many. It's so heavy. Barely seeing what's in front of me, I walk slowly in the halls, trying my best to avoid the students running around me. I'm doing good so far. It may take longer than 10 minutes to get to the lounge, but I'm still doing well. I turn my head to the side, checking if there is anything on the floor that may make me fall. Luckily, the ground is clean. It's a shame that I couldn't say the same about the rest. Worried about the floor, I ended up forgetting to look up, and it was too late when I remembered. Oh gosh, sorry. I stumble back, biting my teeth as I try my best not to let any books fall. After a few seconds of back and forth, I find my balance. Seeing the big ball still in my arms puts a broad smile on my lips, but it only stays there for a second. I see, so you bumped into Mr. Hanson, huh? Worried about the other person, I spin my body to see their face. To my surprise, the man standing in front of me is the same one that left me trouble back at the lounge earlier. As expected. Oh no, not him. What are you doing? Taking these books to the lounge. In this condition? Don't you realize how troublesome this is? I am being careful. I can see that. I guess my plan to avoid making mistakes. Now he is going to lecture for hours. I'm sorry, Mr. Hanson. I'll be more careful from now on. I hope you do. Now give me some books. I'm on my way to the lounge too. This way you won't cause any more problems. Of course. For a moment, I thought he was being nice to me. I mean, he is being nice in a kind of tsundere way, so it could be it. But of course, he found a way to make it sound like I am being a nuisance. Taking 3 books out of my vision field, Mr. Hanson takes a step back, waiting for me to walk along with him. His decision was made so abruptly that I barely had time to thank him. Now I think it's too late to say anything. He takes short steps, not complaining about my speed as I drag my legs on the way. Our walk feels strangely comfortable, something I didn't expect from the man that told me to go home. How is your ankle? Better. But not enough as it should be, right? I guess. His voice has the same serious tone. However, it doesn't sound petulant like it used to. Marcus was right. Mr. Hanson is worried about me. He is just too stubborn to admit it, like a Cinderella. Realizing it makes me bite my lips to hold back a smile. I know I should just be grateful, but I can't help the urge to talk about it. This may be my only chance to deepen the bond I was thinking about. Don't worry, Mr. Hanson. You won't have to carry me again so soon. What are you talking about? I don't remember carrying you before. Eh? I gave you support to walk. That's all. Oh, right. I can't believe you are still thinking about it. Sorry, but it's not something easy to forget. Would it have been easier if I had done it? If you had done it, I would worry for your back, Mr. Hanson. Despite how lovely the scene would be. I think I just bit my tongue. I didn't mean to tease him. I just wanted to make a light joke to get rid of the happy feeling in my chest. But I think he took it in a different way, and now I'm having to deal with a storm of unexpected feelings in my stomach. He looks at me with serious eyes as if telling me that this is a game two can play. Why are you so quiet now? I thought you liked teasing. That's not what I meant. Really? Or are you just trying to run away from me? How interesting. I didn't know you were weak at teasing. Ooh, wow. Oh my. Mr. Hanson is smiling. I didn't know he could do that. You still haven't answered my question. Do I really need to? Yes. This is my fault for talking too much. I don't think it would be easier. I see. Spinning on his heels, Mr. Hanson stood in front of me, making me stop walking abruptly. Then you better be a good girl and get better already. Or else I'll be forced to give you another hard to forget memory. Yes, sir. I am tempted to do that though. I'm not sure if Hannah would do that, but I am tempted to do just what he said. I think I like your obedient son. That's fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, not this kind of Cinderella, but it's more like those kind of like romance novels, male protagonist, or the one who likes to be on top, who likes obedience. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. With that same sadistic smile on his lips, or a sadistic, but it's not like really sadistic, but it's just dominant, I think. Hanson turns his attention back to the hallway, walking to the lounge. I blink a few times, watching at his back, distancing from me. It's like they say, don't play with fire if you don't want to get burned. But no one told me that the flames could feel so good. What? Hannah? Hannah? Shaking my head to get rid of the flushing on my skin, I ran after Mr. Hanson down the halls. Wow. Wow, Hannah. Classes are finally over, and I have never felt so happy to see my students leaving since my first day. Gosh, my feet are killing me. I can't wait to get home and take a hot shower. A shower. I will feel so good. Hannah? Hmm? Huh? Oh, good evening, Mr. Fox. Good evening, my darling. So you really came back? Yeah. I didn't believe it when Thomas told me. I was thinking, how come she came back and didn't even greet me? Sorry about it. My day has been a bit hectic. Of course. But I'll only forgive you if you let me make a quick checkup on your ankle. Isn't it too much trouble? Of course not. I'm your doctor while you are at school. And I have to make sure you are feeling good. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Good. Come with me. With his hands in his pockets, Ray walks toward his office. The school's halls are creepy at night, but the nurse's office is even worse. It looks like a place you would find in a horror game, where dead bodies get back to life and ghosts cry in corners. Staring at the walls, I feel a cold chill running down my nape. Ray tells me to sit on a bed and take off my shoes while he goes to his desk to get something. Alright, and let's check this. He does the same as last time. He kneels before me, pulls my skirt a bit, and checks my ankle carefully. But differently from that day, today I'm feeling better, so I don't struggle too much when he presses my skin. Since I mastered the job, but you could use a few more days at home, you know. Thomas would have minded. I know, but staying there was making me feel anxious. And I was missing my classes. Are you the same sweet girl that was trembling in my office on her first day? Mr. Fox, please. Sorry, but I'm happy for you. It's good to see you growing as a teacher every day. Thank you. And it is also fun to see how much you have been changing around here. What do you mean? Hanson. It shocked me to see him bring you to my office that day. Honestly, the last time I saw him being so worried about someone's health was when Thomas' kids were still babies. Kids? I thought he had only one child. No, he has double trouble. Twins, two nice boys. So is Thomas married? Divorced. Oh, divorced still have a chance, you know. I mean, he's divorced. If he still want a wife or potential partner, then he's still available. I mean, he's free, you know. He's free and single and divorced. Well, if the boys don't mind it, that is. Oh, I barely have time to recover from one piece of information, and Ray is already throwing more in my face. I can't believe Thomas is running a school, caring about his students, and still finding time to be a divorced dad. Okay. I can't help but think he is amazing. And I thought that being principal was tough enough. You know nothing. I remember when he was still facing a lawsuit for his kids. The man lived through hell for months. But he made it. The kids have a loving father now. I'm glad it had a happy ending. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. It was fun to watch him play the father for the first time. And that's when Lars started helping him. What? I know. It's hard to imagine the asshole babysitting two babies. But surprisingly, he did a good job. The kids still visit his home from time to time. Nothing has shocked me more than hearing this. For a moment, I tried to picture that rude man holding a baby while singing them a lullaby. And it surprised me a bit more to actually see it in my mind. Somehow, Miss Fine, I think he is doing the same with you. And I'm worried that you may fall for him too. I open my mouth to question him, but the words flee away from my lips when I see Mr. Fox moving over me. I have a feeling for each of the men. There is something after you shouldn't fall for him, in a sense. I mean, I don't think there's one in Marcus' route, since he actually make things weird, strange, make it serious that one rainy day, so that doesn't apply for his route. But here we have this, so I wonder what's wrong with Mr. Hanson. Supporting his elbows on the bed, Ray closes the distance between our faces, locking me under him. Mr. Fox! I'm a little annoyed by it, to be honest. I wanted to have you all to myself from the start. But as always, getting all of your attention now, isn't he? I don't know what you are talking about. Really? Then it's okay for you to be mine, right? Mr. Ray, I don't think we interacted that much, or I maybe in the background, but I don't see it more often enough. I mean, wait, actually this is after the school festival, so yeah, but no, not often enough, Mr. Ray, because I avoided choosing options that may interact with you. Are you teasing? I hope you're teasing, Mr. Ray. What? Is it okay if I take you now and kiss you? My heart jumps up to my throat as my body trembles, feeling his clothes rubbing on my legs. His face comes close, but I close my eyes not to see it. He is right. We can do it, and we can be together. Then why am I so worried about it? Why did I think about Mr. Hanson's face? I hear Ray's laugh, scared. I open my eyes, finding my hands placed on his shoulders, lightly pushing him away. I'm surprised that I didn't realize I was doing it. You are so fun. I'm just kidding, Miss Hannah. Are you really? Are you, Mr. Ray? I hope you're not saying, I'm kidding, when we have your route, Mr. Ray. This is not funny. But you are so cute. Pulling his body back, he fixes my skirt before standing up. My heart was beating so fast that I thought I was going to die. But I'm serious about one thing. What? He is watching you. You may not have noticed it, but the way Lars looks at you is the same as a curious animal. He wants something. You better be careful not to be eaten by him. Oh my! Oh my! Oh wow! Oh. I see. Wow. I guess in the end, Hannah is going to be eaten. Sort of, kind of. Anyway, your ankle is doing great. Keep taking the meds for another week and you will be perfect. Okay. Flashing me a sweet smile, Ray turns back to his cabinet, getting some meds for me before sending me home. He just messes with my head and then walks away as if nothing happened. I guess Mr. Fox just likes chaos. Yep, He just really loves chaos. However, his teasers aren't the only thing messing with my heart right now. For a moment, when Ray told me to be his, all I could think about was Mr. Hanson's disapproval. Why don't I want him to be disappointed with me? Why do I feel like seeking his attention? Shaking my head, I get angry at myself for thinking too much about it. I'll just get my meds and go home for a long night of sleep. Weekend is finally here. This time, instead of spending all day laying on my couch, I decided to take a walk in the city and breathe some fresh air inside my body. Now I can do some shopping. Or maybe I could go to the library and get some books to read tonight. Ooh, choices! I wonder which choice would take me to Mr. Hanson. So let's try the library. Since, I don't know, it's random. I think the school's library is open on the weekends. We have a good amount of books there. I'm sure I'll find something interesting. Maybe something I have never read before. The suggestion comes to me as if someone had just whispered it in my ear. It's me! It's unusual for me to try something out of my comfort zone, but it also feels kind of exciting. Thinking about the many possibilities I may find, I make my final decision to go. I walk inside, expecting to find a room as empty as the halls to get here. It is both surprising and joyful to see the seats taken by so many students focused on their reading. Their exam week may be at fault, but it doesn't make it less motivational to me. Seeing the kids giving their best makes me want to work harder too. Not many people would understand this feeling of accomplishment and anxiety. It's weird, but it also feels good. I guess my life now is like living on an eternal roller coaster, huh? I'm so happy to be a teacher. Trying not to make much noise, I walk to the corner. Passing through my favorite section of sci-fi books, I move straight to an area I never thought I'd get near. The romance fiction section. That's the stuff, girl. Go. It's not that I hate romance. It's just that I don't like the irrealism to something that we all wish was real. Reading about someone's perfect life with a perfect guy makes me cringe, mostly because I wanted it to happen to me. But I decided to go for something new today, so I will give it a try. The section is larger than I expected, and the books are somewhat huge. Taking my time to decide on which cover to choose, I noticed a tall man's figure standing close to a shelf. Someone that makes my heart skip a beat as surprise. Oh, I see. I love your interest, Mr. Hanson. Romance. I don't know what shocks me the most. Seeing him on my day off or seeing him reading a romance story on my day off. He doesn't notice me at first, but then my long silent stare catches his attention. What? Hello, Mr. Hanson. I didn't expect to see you here. I can say the same. I didn't know you used to visit the library on days off. You don't look the type. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? What am I to you? Someone completely different from me. Looking at you, I would say you spend your time with friends in cafes. Eh, I can't tell if you are trying to insult me or praise me.
Either. I'm simply talking my mind.
I have noticed a thing about Mr. Hanson. Whenever someone is talking to him, he seems to put distance between them. However, it is different for every person. I feel it happens to me too. It is not the same as the pointy fences he uses to push Edgar away. But it also doesn't look like the fortress he created every time Mr. Fox is near. It's like a wall between us, something that is not high enough to hide his eyes. And I feel like, if I stand on my toes, I may be able to look at his face closely. Oh, I love this kind of description in a sense. It's really colorful and very nice. The problem is, I'm too scared to get myself close. For now, just standing here and being watched by him is enough.
Huh? Wait, what?
It feels safe. Waving these thoughts away from my mind, I take a look around, noticing where we are standing. Wait, what are you doing in the romance section? The boring books are on the left shelves.
I like to read romance fiction sometimes.
Oh, sorry, it's just that. You don't look the type.
Are you happy with your stupid revenge?
Yes, but honestly, this is something I would expect from Leonard, but not you.
I'm not reading teenager fiction, Miss Fine. I enjoy old romance books. It helps me keep my mind on real life.
So even Mr. Hanson needs a break sometime. Since you seem to know a lot about it, do you mind giving me recommendations?
Recommendations?
Yeah, this is my first time trying it, and I don't know where to start.
What do you usually read?
Sci-fi. What?
It's starting to annoy me how unpredictable your answers are.
Don't say you are mad at me just because you can't read me.
No, I'm angry because you are not what I expected. I don't like it.
Why I am feeling so happy about this?
I don't know.
I hold back the smile on my lips, but it turns out too bright in my eyes.
I guess you're just playful because you kind of make him fluster in a sense, or have a kind of emotions towards you other than just like normal ruby looks or something of that kind. Sometimes it's great to be mysterious.
Mr. Hanson looks at me like an adult tired of dealing with a child's problem.
Anyway, I have a few favorites to recommend to you if you are interested.
Yes, please.
If this is your first time, then I think it will be good to try Dracula.
Isn't that horror?
No, people make it look like that, but it's the opposite. You said you like sci-fi, so something extraordinary would suit your taste better, I think.
Was he thinking seriously about it for my sake?
Say something.
Sorry. Yeah, I think it will fit just right.
Good.
Turning his attention to the shelf on his right, Mr. Hanson scans his eyes over the books. His long, slender finger follows his eyes until it finally stops on the book. He pulls it out of place and turns back to me.
Take it.
Thank you.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on it afterward.
Why?
It's my recommendation. I want to know how good it is.
Wait, are you making it like an assignment?
You can take it that way.
He seems amused though. Fine. I wish I was made for him taking me as a student, but I'm happy. This is my chance to know his taste and learn more about the man behind the grumpy face. It sounds fun.
Very fun.
Saying nothing more, he turns his attention back to his book. I take the hint and decide to sit somewhere to start my reading. We are both on our days off and it would be bad to waste it annoying each other. It was fun to spend some time with him. And that should be a good point to pause in our playthrough of Teachers with Love and Passion. So this time we have a little more chat with Mr. Ray Fox, who is a tease and chaos incarnate as usual as he kind of flirts with us. Not sure how many percentage of that flirting was real or if he was just teasing, but that was very seductive, Mr. Ray Fox. I hope you keep that flirting real when we have your route, sir. But for now, let's focus on our main handsome man, another long hair, beautiful man on the left, and instead of the fox on the right side, who is also very beautiful, but let's not talk about that. So we have the grumpy, beautiful man with long hair, Mr. Hanson, and we met him at the school library on our day off in order to find something new to try out, in which Hannah thought reading a romance books would be great. And then they shared like recommendations and kind of an assignment for Hannah to fill in her thoughts after finishing it. I wonder what will be her thoughts on it. But it's nice. It's not exactly like a book club, but it's kind of a very lovely interaction as someone who kind of share hobbies to read, but not in the exact same type or genre of reading, and they're trying to learn more about each other in a sense. Very nice. So more interaction with Mr. Hanson this time. Very lovely, very cute, and I'm looking forward to see what's more next. There's usually have a twist somewhere. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next playthrough of Teachers with Love and Passion next time. Bye bye!